Hi everyone, welcome back to gameMobile HDgraphic channel. This video will show you the newest update of the best action RPG games that is surely 100% worth to anticipate it. You will get the best of the best, and probably most of the games that I will show you will blow your mind with the gameplay and how the visual art style. Remember, to help this video get 200 likes, please enjoy the video of Top 10 Amazing Action RPG Games for Android and iOS. New ARPG game mobile you must know. League of Stickman 3. League of Stickman 3. This game is the most dynamic action hack and slash RPG game for mobile. It's pure of perfections. The hero can make a lot of combos by tapping so many skill selections that are available on the screen. Even we can switch the hero and their unique abilities will be adjusted then. It's a hardcore ARPG game. We should play the game manually at all, while in the combat and also while we are at the lobby. The early game seems pretty easy, like we can wipe out the enemy at once by using a single strike, but trust me, when you face the boss, then the game's level difficulty will be different. He will have a barrier system to reduce our damage number. The only way to kill him is breaking his barrier, and it will straight away deal a true damage then. I really love how the combat visuals are really amazing. It feels so dynamic and super fast. The whole atmosphere seems quite dark, but surely we can see the whole visual clearly. While in the lobby, we can strengthen our hero by upgrading the equipment level and switch the equipment with a stronger grade and status. There are some weapons that are available like a sword, nunchaku, gun and sword, but the hero will have their own primary weapon. League of Stickman 3 ARPG will become the most satisfying action RPG games with an intense combat battle with no pay-to-win game base. Deep Space. Deep Space. I'm pretty sure not many players know this game exists on mobile. In fact, the game is only available to play in a certain regions, which is on Chinese. Right now, it's still in beta. That means in the future, we can see a huge update. Because at the moment, I notice how slow the rendering system runs on the graphic. It needs more attention to make the game's experience smoother. The gameplay of Deep Space is, it has a dungeon-based game, but each of the missions will represent a huge world that we can explore freely. The main mission will have a hint line that will show along the journey. It will make the player easier to know the next enemy that we will face. The combat mechanism of Deep Space is we'll have another hero as our allies that will be supported by a turn. So switching the hero in the right strategy will boost your winning rate significantly. In fact, we can master some action to prevent the losses to become an advantage. Try to tap the dodge button to cause a slow motion to the enemy. In that situation, we can unleash so many skills and hit the enemy continuously. Overall, it has a Western character design with a 3D based game. Deep Space is the best new action hack and slash Android and iOS that I think we should anticipate it right now. Fasty Battle. Fasty Battle, one of the best action RPG hack and slash games that's available on mobile but not globally released yet. This game was made by a Japanese games developer who successfully making a multiplayer action RPG game. The game's graphics are really amazing. Seriously, it has 10 to 10 just by a visual art style, so bright and pretty colorful. Surely it will make your eyes get spoiled and able to stay on the screen much longer. The gameplay of Fasty Battle is, it's kind of a multiplayer team hack and slash combat, where we can create a team up between 5 players on each side. We should get a higher score to win the game. The combat mechanism is really attractive. We can raise up the higher level by killing a common monster that respawn continuously over time. Get a new skill by capturing the skill and select the skill you are looking for. Each changeable anyway. Use your sword as your main weapon and slash the enemy by tapping the screen consistently. 2 main skills are available to unleash, but those skills need a certain time of cooldown. Fasty Battle is the best competitive action RPG game for Android. Alal Tag Team ARPG. This game is one of the best hidden game ARPG on mobile, but not many players talking about it. Even the game's only downloaded by 10,000 players in total. Honestly, this number is way too low if you know how good the game is. I noticed about the progress since the last beta it has. Right now, it has a better optimization and run perfectly on any device's level. It seems the developer read the players' comments on the Play Store. The gameplay of Alal Team is we can deploy 3 heroes on our team. Each of the heroes will represent with a different weapon, sword, huge sword, and also staff as a magician. As the game name, we can do a tag team and switch the character in between freely. Maintain the energy and build up the gauge meter to unleash the ultimate skill is really important. In one stage, we will have a long journey. It will take about 10 minutes to finish this stage. It's because the defense status of the enemy seems pretty high. That makes our damage come lower. Since I played the early games, I didn't see any storyline at all, even if it doesn't have any prologue. Surely the developer are really focusing on the action RPG base. If you would like to play an action game with a top-down view perspective, then I would suggest you to play this game right now. Asfall is the best action RPG game for Android and iOS that has been released globally and available to download on Play Store and App Store now. Asfall. This is one of the best action RPG with full of action on every second. We'll keep having fun if you are an action game lover. I love how the game has a very good innovation by combining a sci-fi world and how the apocalypse world looks in the future. The enemy has a robotic design with so many unique creatures that we will meet along the journey. The combat mechanism is pretty smooth and it looks like the developer are using motion captures on the character movement. It looks so realistic at all. In Asfall, our main primary weapon is only a gun, so we must try on making a space in an enough distance to make a shot and be able to avoid any incoming attack. There are some boxes that will be available to collect. It contains of guns on it. Some monster will have a high power damage, so the best way to survive is defending ourselves behind of the object and getting the best timing to shot. It's not only about the action, but the storyline is quite good to enjoy. In fact, the developer put a voiceover when we have a conversation with the NPC. Asfall is the best action games for mobile that come with role-playing game base. HOK breaking down. There is so many versions of this game like MMORPGs, action RPG, and also multiplayer online battle arena, but on this version that hooked me so much. We can feel so much freedom while exploring the world. Even some actions seem pretty interesting, like we can use a string across the island, climbing the hill, wall, and another high object. It's pretty competitive action game where we can make a team by a team matchmaking randomly or invite your friends as your teammate. Teamwork is the key to reach a victory. Anyway, we should compete with so many enemies on a huge scale. Try to be the last team standing to reach the victory. It's not easy, but surely we can do it once we understand how to use the best strategy. The combat mechanism is really good. I love how clear the every action skill it has. It is because it doesn't have too much flashy skill at all, so we can analyze the enemy's action and anticipate making a dodge perfectly. Honor of King Breaking Down is the best hack and slash action game for Android and iOS when each released globally. Prometheus. I've been waiting for this game for so long. I cannot wait anymore. I love the way of the character creations with a chibi design is perfectly made. Unfortunately, all of the heroes are only female. I really hope the developer will be more wise on making a male heroes as well. It will make the game even more interesting for the player. When I played the beta testing, I was only able to do a limited features with one stage selections only. But for me, it's pretty enough to introduce how the game mechanism works. So Prometheus has an action RPG game base, so we can set 3 different heroes and switch the hero anytime. All of the skill will need some energy, and the energy will fill up over time continuously. Even when we do nothing, it will rise slightly in a consistent amount. The skill showcase looks pretty impressive with a nice combination of flashy color. The game has a side-scrolling perspective, and we must keep going forward by clearing the enemy. Once we have killed the enemy, then the next wave will come. At the end of the stage, we'll face the Guardian monster. I cannot say more about the game because the first beta only has a few features. We need to wait for the Prometheus release globally to know the whole features it has. The best action game RPG for Android and iOS. Honor of King's World. This game is one of the most anticipated action RPG games right now. It's a next-gen level game for mobile that has an ultra graphic level, absolutely top tier with a AAA level gameplay. The game allows the player to make a combo on the ground and even on the air. It will make a perfect visual with a realistic grappling action. The way of the cinematic visual, especially of the background, is absolutely top tier with a far view distance. This game is made by the most powerful engine, which is Unreal Engine 5, with a huge company behind of this project. He is NetEase. Play this game in mobile and PC as a new cross-platform game. Would you play this game? Honor of Kings World is the best action RPG game for mobile. Nameless Poem. Nameless Poem is a great innovation to see a side-scrolling game that has a semi-open world game. So when we are at the lobby, we can move the main hero freely in to explore a small area, asking the NPC and following the main mission manually. There is a yellow hint icon that will show us the main way to reach the main mission. Honestly, it's not pretty important though. In fact, the game is still not in English yet. So skipping the dialogue will be the best option. The combat mechanism is really good because we can combine a different skill to create a variety of the combos. Each of the combos will need a different patterns. So as a player, we need to remember those patterns and which button we should touch first to make a different damage result after. By using 3 different heroes, making us easier on clearing any stage on the early game. In fact, we have a powerful equipment by grinding some equipment on the daily mission. Even in the lobby, it has a semi-open world concept, but when get into the dungeon, then it turns into a side-scrolling point of view. Are you interested in playing this kind of game? Please write in the comments below. Thanks. Return of the Dragon. Return of the Dragon or Gui Long Chao. This game is truly a masterpiece. It's just a new release game but still has a different language, but now we finally know how the gameplay is. So the main gameplay is an open world game, but we should get into the dungeon to have a fight with the monster. Unfortunately, while we are in the city, we cannot do anything. We are only able to run and ask a certain NPC. Even when we come closer into a random NPC, then the NPC's body will become invisible. I really wish the developer would add some action like attacking, hitting or jumping that would be way more interesting. In fact, the game size is more than 10 GB, so it should have something special then. The combat mechanism of Return of the Dragon or Gui Long Chao is will play in hack and slash gameplay, but in a side-scrolling point of view. Swiping the hero and unleashing the skill by a turn is possible. Along the combat area, we will find so many obstacles, so we need to navigate the hero to pass through the area by combining 2 action buttons of jumping and dash. Overall, it has a pretty fast and intense, one of the best action RPG games for Android. One Piece Fighting Path. Bonus: One Piece Fighting Path. Hi games developer, could you please release this game globally faster? Because I am pretty sure this game will blow up significantly even when you try to release the game faster. You don't need to make any progress anymore because at this point, One Piece Fighting Path has an amazing gameplay at all. I love how this game really represents the actual anime in accuracy on the character creations, character skill, and how the storyline tells us perfectly with an exact gameplay. This is a positive thing that makes the player really want to enjoy the game from the beginning. The combat mechanism seems pretty impressive. I didn't find any complaints at all things have prepared perfectly. The combat mechanism is pretty simple, just like the other action games, where we only need to see the cooldown time of each skill. It has an open world base. Exploring the other island is possible by sailing a boat and seeing how clear the water is. Such a great attention to detail. These all are the best game action RPGs you must know and play when it's released globally. Hopefully my subscriber will get a huge update after watching this video. Remember to like this video to reach 200 likes. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video. Thanks.